to Chem Plus. Welcome to Chem Plus with me, King of the Classroom. This picture there shows terrible flooding, and usually flooding is associated with global warming. In this video, we are going to have a look at what causes global warming. Let's go. Right, when you see pictures like this, why should you be concerned about this? And what can be done to reduce this? Before we answer these questions, we want to look at this diagram here. Let me pick my pen. We want to look at this diagram. You can see the Earth there and the atmosphere, and in the atmosphere we got another layer, right? This layer in the atmosphere, we have created it. We have created that layer. That's where the greenhouse gases are. Now, I'll throw this question at you. What are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide. And how are we creating most of the carbon dioxide? Is through use of fossil fuels in our cars, in our industries, and we keep producing that, which will form this blanket of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Another greenhouse gas is, you tell me, methane, and methane comes from cattle farming, and then water vapor is the third greenhouse gas that we want to look at when water evaporates from the sea. Now, from the sun, you can see radiation coming from the sun to the earth. Now, if the earth absorbed all this radiation, the temperatures will be too hot, the temperatures will be too high on earth to support plant and animal life. So when the radiation comes in, some of it is reflected back into the atmosphere. So let's look at these stages 1 to 5. UV radiation comes from the sun towards the earth. The earth absorbs some, but reflects what is called infrared radiation, which is supposed to go back into the atmosphere. But because we've created this blanket of this carbon dioxide, methane, and water, some of that radiation is reflected back. Okay, some is gone into the atmosphere, but most of it is reflected back. And this is where the problem is here. This heat kept inside the blanket that we have created of these infrared gases will cause the warming of the earth. This is what they are referring, or is referred to, as the greenhouse effect. Now, I want you to look at those points and see if you can arrange them, put them in order of events of the greenhouse effect. Okay, the first one, the earth is warmed by light waves from the sun, and after that happens, the earth produces infrared waves reflecting the radiation back into the atmosphere, and some of the infrared escapes into outer space. However, some infrared is trapped by the greenhouse gases, and the earth maintains a temperature suited for life. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere increase, more radiation is trapped, and the temperature rises. Now, if you look at those pictures there, this is what causes flooding. You can see the polar ice caps melting, destroying those habitats. So, why should we be concerned about global warming? One, as the concentrations of the greenhouse gases rise, so does the global surface temperature. More severe storms, increased drought. When the temperatures are high, there's going to be drought. A warming, rising ocean. If this ice is melting, the polar ice caps are melting, then a lot of water is going to be in the oceans, and the sea levels will rise. and that can lead to flooding. You can see the flooding at the bottom there, and loss of species, not enough food, more health risks, and poverty and displacement. Now then, how are human activities linked to global warming? We can see that power stations, when we burn fossil fuels in power stations in our cars and in our homes, we produce these non-metal oxides, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. And these oxides, when they dissolve in water, they form acid rain. Acid rain sadly acidify our lakes and kill aquatic life, and also kills trees and plants. Now, anything that destroys forests, plants, increases global warming. Remember, in photosynthesis, trees absorb carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas. In addition to that, if we also cut down trees, building homes, building factories, we are also increasing global warming, because the less the trees, the more the carbon dioxide. I want you to reflect on what I have said. I want you to reflect on what has been discussed in there, digest it, and be ready. This is usually a very key topic in your exams. Yo!